Census data is now showing a historic change in Dearborn.
The city has a vast Muslim population. It's
Arab American Heritage Month.
Arab American population.
500,000 Arab Americans live in our state, the majority in southeastern Michigan.
Michigan, where we have a large Arab population.
Dearborn is a city with a powerful story. It is a place where many cultures meet and grow together. Over time, people from different parts of the world have made this city their home. Today, Dearborn is famous for its strong Arab American presence. You can see it through the shops, schools, and community centers. The city feels alive with tradition and pride. But this did not happen overnight. Dearborn's story began long before people arrived here. It started with journeys, challenges, and dreams for a better life. Dearborn is located in southeastern Michigan, close to major cities and factories. Because of this, it became a place full of opportunities. Jobs were available and people believed they could build a future here. Immigrants heard about Dearborn through friends and family. Word spread that work was steady and life was improving. Slowly, more people arrived and started new lives. Dearborn became a city of fresh starts and new beginnings. Arab immigrants first arrived in the early 19,000s. Many traveled from regions known as Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Palestine, and Yemen. The trip was long and difficult, but they were determined. When they arrived, life was not easy. They faced language barriers and cultural differences. So, they worked hard and stayed hopeful. Their goal was to give their children more opportunities than they had back home. One of the main reasons Arab immigrants came to Dearborn was the Ford Motor Company. The car industry played a major role in shaping Dearborn. Ford factories needed workers and immigrants were ready to work. The jobs were tough, but they paid well and were reliable. These factory jobs helped families settle and grow. People saved money, bought homes, and sent their kids to school. Work at Ford helped turn temporary stays into permanent lives in Dearborn.
At first, many immigrants planned to return home, but as families reunited and children were born, permanent communities began to form. Arab immigrants created neighborhoods where language, religion, and tradition were shared. These communities helped new arrivals adjust while preserving their cultural roots. Later, waves of Arab immigration were driven not by jobs but by survival. Wars and political conflicts in Lebanon, Iraq, Syria, Yemen, and Palestine forced families to flee their homes. Dearborn became a place of refuge, offering safety and familiarity through existing Arab communities. Culture can often be tasted before it is understood. In Dearborn, food became one of the strongest expressions of Arab identity. Restaurants and bakeries serving shawarma, hummus, falafel, and baklava filled the city. Food connected generations and invited outsiders to experience Arab culture firsthand. Religion plays a central role in Arab American life. Dearborn is home to one of the largest Muslim populations in the country, as well as strong Arab Christian communities. Mosques and churches serve not only as places of worship, but as centers for education, charity, and community support. Walking through the streets of Dearborn, Arabic can be heard alongside English in everyday life, from grocery stores and restaurants to schools and neighborhoods. The Arabic language remains a strong presence. Many businesses display bilingual signs, menus, and advertisements, reflecting pride in cultural identity while also welcoming the wider community. At home, families often speak Arabic to preserve their heritage and pass it on to younger generations. At the same time, English dominates in schools and workplaces, creating a bilingual environment where Arab Americans constantly navigate between two languages and cultures. This balance allows younger generations to stay connected to their roots while fully participating in American society. Language in Dearborn is more than communication. It is a symbol of belonging. It reflects how Arab Americans have adapted to life in the United States without losing their cultural identity. The blending of Arabic and English in daily life shows how culture evolves, creating a unique Arab American experience that is both rooted in tradition and shaped by change. Despite their contributions, Arab Americans have faced discrimination and misunderstanding, especially after the September 11th attacks. Fear and stereotypes affected daily life, but the community responded with unity, education, and activism, standing up for civil rights and acceptance. Today, Arab Americans are deeply woven into Dearborn's economy and leadership. Entrepreneurs, educators, doctors, and public officials contribute to the city's success. Immigration did not weaken Dearborn, it strengthened it. Preserving history is essential to understanding identity, and in Dearborn, this responsibility is taken seriously. The Arab American National Museum plays a vital role in documenting and sharing the experiences of Arab Americans across generations. It is the first museum in the United States dedicated entirely to Arab American history and culture. Inside the museum, stories of immigration, hardship, and success are preserved through photographs, personal artifacts, art, and oral histories. These exhibits highlight the journeys of families who left their homelands in search of safety and chances and dignity. The museum ensures that these stories are not forgotten or overlooked in the broader American narrative. Beyond preserving the past, the museum also educates the public. It challenges stereotypes, promotes understanding, and it creates dialogue between cultures. For Arab Americans, it is a place of pride and representation. For visitors from outside the community, it is a chance to learn, reflect, and appreciate the contributions of Arab Americans to American society. Through preservation and education, Dearborn protects its history while shaping a more inclusive future.
Throughout the year, Dearborn hosts many community events that highlights culture and unity. Streets filled with colorful decorations, live performances, and local vendors. People share handmade crafts, traditional clothes, and special dishes that represent their backgrounds. These events are a way for younger generations to learn about their roots. Elders teach history, language, and customs through stories and activities. Celebrations in Dearborn are not just parties. They are moments of learning, pride, and connection between past and present. Looking ahead, Dearborn continues to grow as a city shaped by many voices and experiences. New generations are finding ways to honor their culture, while also creating new traditions of their own. The journey of Arab Americans in Dearborn shows how communities can grow stronger through changes. Their story continues to unfold, shaping education, businesses, and leadership. Dearborn stands as a powerful example of how diversity builds a stronger future for everyone.